Hello everyone and welcome to the channel. I'm Wolf and today I'll play Tattoo Removal Simulator Demo. Now there's something you'd never think they'd make a sim of, isn't it? Well, before I do take on the role of a skilled tattoo removal specialist, I want to remind you guys to smash those like and subscribe buttons if you enjoy the video and want to help me and the channel. And if you don't, then I'm just not going to remove that tattoo you regret. And that's that. Anyway, let's get to it. Looky here. Fancy. Drag the mouse to look around. Yeah, I'm doing that. I am looking around. Go to PC and start procedure. Okay. Who are these people? What's going on here? Well, this part actually sucks, but everything else is nicely decorated, I guess. Got a fax machine. Does anybody even use those anymore? Okay then, let's see what's what. Is that for tea or something else? Press E. Adrian Brooks. Medium pain tolerance. Tattoo on right upper arm. Got it during a phase I now refer to as the error. I knew it. Please remove it before anyone else asks me what it means. I no longer know. I no longer know? Yeah, you do. Yeah, you know. There he is. Okay, we need tools. Removal pistol. There we go. Come closer. Come closer and look at the client's skin. Let's press left mouse button to remove the tattoo. Okay.
I got this tat because it was either this or a tramp stamp. Lost a bet.
Lost a bet, huh? So I gotta watch your pain levels. Didn't it hurt when you got it though? Oh my god, this looks like I'm turning him into barbecue. Q to enter a closer view.
Man, this is weirdly relaxing.
Is it? Okay. Let's keep on barbecuing him then. It's weirdly relaxing.
Bro, watch it.
Oh, sorry, man.
Happens every time.
Yeah, it does. It happens every
Using me
time.
like one of your French girls.
Alright, you know what? Now that's just inappropriate. Don't make me fry you again.
Dude, chill.
Well,
It builds character.
yeah. That's what I always say. Getting tattoos and having them removed.
Kinda smells like burnt toast.
Well, yeah, that's you burning. My god, it looks disgusting. Could have just left that eye there. Oh, and there's more. Of course there's more. Well, it's not a...
I bet you've seen some wild ink in your time.
Yeah, like yours. Yours is very wild. Is there more? There's more. And it suddenly disappeared. Okay. Spray. Okay, scars spray. Now I gotta remove the scars.
It's not gonna remove itself.
Because that's exactly how it works. There we go. Made you barbecue and now you're fresh again. Look at you. You still have some more? Where?
I'm still here, man.
I know. Well, not great, not terrible. Harm incidents 2. Well, at least that didn't poke out an eyeball. Alright, let's see. What's next? Vanessa. Vanessa Calder. High pain tolerance. Looking to remove large tattoo across my back. Oh, here we go. I've got other ink I'm keeping, so please be precise. Just want this one gone. It doesn't fit me anymore. Sure. Alright. Alright. Okay, let's get that thing out. Ready to become...
Want this job?
No, not particularly, but it's not like I have a choice with you. Okay, here we go. Let's turn on the barbecue.
I got it on a cruise.
On a
Huge
cruise, yeah. Yeah, that's usually what happens on cruises. You just get tattoos and... that's about it. Best decision of your life. It's annoying because you actually have to be quite careful.
That doesn't smell FDA approved.
It's probably because it's not. Ain't my fault you want to get turned into barbecue. Could have just skipped the damn thing. There we go. Look at that. Alright.
So is this where you pretend to be professional?
Yeah. This is exactly where I pretend to be professional. I'm a professional pretender. What is your deal? Oh God. Gotta go on the other side. This is not it like this right there.
Finally, some competency.
Yeah, I know. Just had to move a little bit to my left. Well, actually your left as well, so.
Ow, that's unacceptable.
Yes, it is, because you said
Happen again.
you said you have huge tolerance for pain and stuff. Why are you complaining
You
now?
didn't ruin everything. I'll give you that.
Yeah. Not everything. I get told that a lot, you know? Especially on my days off. Alright, now where's the damn spray? There we go. Guess what?
I'm not getting any younger.
Now you're free to go get another one. Why are people so difficult? Okay, here we go again. Mr. Malik Reyes, low pain tolerance. Requesting removal of facial tattoo. Oh my God, here we go. It's visually cool but professionally damaging. You'd think so, wouldn't you? Keeping the rest of my tattoos, just need this one off. Low pain tolerance, so please be gentle. Of course I will. Oh boy, here we go. I'm not getting paid enough for this. Alright. Where's my laser gun?
You just gonna chill all day?
Yeah. Why? Why do you ask? Oh, come on, I barely touched you.
You're almost there.
Yeah,
Get up.
yeah, you gotta stop moving and talking. I don't even want to talk. This is professional. We're not gonna be friends. I wonder if I just laser his eyeball, will he scream? Will I damage his eyeball?
What's that? Burnt skin? Nah, that
No. No, of course not. Of course not. All right. Now let's get this off your chinny chin chin. There we go. Look at that. How on earth am I gonna get that off his nose, though? Well, you gotta stop moving, bro.
Why this one? Just needed something to match my vibe. You know what I'm talking about.
No, I don't. I really don't.
Man, what the?
Oh, well.
Won't happen again.
My character has such a squeaky voice. If you keep moving like that,
Not bad at all.
you'll be out of an eyeball. Okay, almost done. Alright, let's see that ugly nose. How do I get on? I need a better view.
Come on, don't leave me hanging.
I'm trying. There we go. Alright. His pain level is annoying. Alright. Now I'm gonna get the spray and I'm just gonna spray you all over.
Yo, we got time, but let's move.
Yeah, I know. I know we do. One harm incident. Well, that was good enough. All right, next up is Dakota Johnson. Johansson. I think that's a typo right there. Anyway, high pain tolerance, need full tattoo removal. Got a lot over the years, none of them feel like me anymore. Ready to move on, clean. Well, this is gonna be complicated. What?
For doing this.
No problem.
So, is the prison paying you for this?
Not really. It's more of a volunteer program I pitched to them. They thought it would be good for their PR.
Oh, so you're here by choice.
Yeah, I figured it might help people who want a clean slate.
Nice. It's been a while since I've met a decent person in here.
Really?
Nah, just kidding. I don't think there's such a thing as truly evil person. Just lost, misguided.
Or unloved?
Yeah, that's probably the most common.
So what's the deal with this prison?
Well, it's mixed, but men and women are in separate wings.
Why's that?
It's supposed to help with rehabilitation, but they still don't want us too close, you know? Keeps things controlled.
Makes sense.
But we cross paths sometimes. It's not like we're living in the bubble. Anyway, is this gonna hurt?
How bad did it hurt when you got it?
Pretty bad.
Then multiply that by 4, maybe 5.
Now I regret asking.
All right, here we go. Now I can start the procedure. In a prison. With a camera watching me. With sprinklers. Actually, 2 cameras. 3 cameras. 4 cameras. Jesus Christ, what'd you do?
Wow. I thought I was good with pain, but this is a new level. Can I talk while you're doing this, you know, like to distract myself?
No.
Go for it.
God.
All right. So I want these gone because I'm planning to work with kids. As a swimming instructor. Can't exactly wear a swimsuit looking like this.
Kids? In here?
No. After I'm released.
That makes more sense.
This is an unusual prison, but no kids and no swimming pools.
You like swimming?
I love it. We had a pond at my foster parents' ranch, and I used to spend hours in the water. It was the only place I felt completely free. When I'm out of here, I want to help kids feel that way too.
That's a great goal.
Thanks. I can't change the past, but these tattoos, they're just bad memories. Once they're gone, I can finally move on.
You sound pretty determined.
I've spent enough time feeling sorry for myself. When I get out, I want to focus on helping people, building a life I'm proud of.
That's the spirit.
You're probably wondering how I ended up here.
Nope.
It's your story to share. Only if you want to.
Well, it's a pretty wild story.
I'm listening.
Here we go.
Well, like everyone in here, I'm innocent. Did nothing.
Of course.
Okay, not really. I'm no comedian, as you can tell, especially while being tortured.
Sorry about that.
No. Keep going. It's fine. Painful as hell, but fine.
All right.
So, I used to bartend at this little place out in the middle of nowhere. It was a rough crowd, mostly bikers. You know the type? Get drunk, start a fight, hug it out, and then buy each other drinks.
Sounds lively.
That's one word for it. Fights were half of the entertainment. Management didn't mind. Honestly, without the chaos, the place wouldn't have survived.
Where was it?
Middle of nowhere in Dead End, USA.
Good one.
One night, this guy comes in with a couple of friends, celebrating something. He wasn't like the usual crowd, you know? Clean cut, confident, and just different.
Sounds like trouble.
Oh, big trouble. But I didn't know that at the time. He left me a big tip and disappeared. For a whole month, I kept hoping he would come back.
Did he?
Eventually. And this time, I got brave, or stupid, depending on how you see it, and asked for his number.
Bold move.
Bold? Yeah. And embarrassing. I was blushing so hard, I probably looked like a neon sign.
Well, it worked, didn't it?
It did. We started dating. He was charming, sweet, a little too perfect, if I'm honest.
Too good to be true.
Exactly. But at the time, I didn't see it. I was lonely, desperate for something, or someone. You know how they say, when you're wearing rose-colored glasses, red flags just look like flags.
That's a good one.
Yeah, well, I should have paid attention. He would always say, "You don't need anyone but me." At the time, I thought, that's so sweet.
Yeah.
Now, I realize he was just cutting me off from everyone who might have told me I was making a mistake.
That's pretty messed up.
He always knew just what to say to make me feel special, but there were little moments when I wondered if he was just saying what I wanted to hear. He invited me to his place after a couple of months.
And?
And wow, his house was incredible.
Like fancy?
Way beyond fancy. He had 7 vintage motorcycles in his living room. 7! Who even does that?
In his living
More like a
room.
museum than a house.
Exactly. One of them was a 1969 Electra Glide that used to belong to Marlon Brando.
Okay, that's pretty badass.
It was. But it didn't feel like a home. It felt calculated.
Like a prison.
Everything about him.
So when did things go south?
Not right away. He asked me to join him and some friends for a job.
Let me guess. Something illegal.
He wanted me to help them rob a jewelry store.
And you said no.
At first, it felt ridiculous, you know? I was a bartender, not some master criminal. But then, things went downhill.
What happened?
One of those lively bar fights turned ugly. A guy ended up in the hospital, and the bar got shut down. It wasn't even my fault, but I lost my job.
That's rough.
Yeah. I tried to find work, but in a town like this, not much out there for someone like me. Bills were piling up, and Jack, he had this way of making everything sound easy. He told me I'd just drive the getaway bike. He kept saying it was the only way out, that I could finally have something better than that damn bar.
And you believed him.
I wanted to. I was desperate. So, when he asked again, I said yes.
Well, That was unexpected. Now I'm kind of annoyed because I was in the middle of some. She drove the getaway bike because that's always smart. That's how people usually rob jewelry stores, with getaway bikes. Well, I guess this marks the end of the demo and of the episode. Still can't wrap my head around the fact that someone thought of making a tattoo removal sim. But hey, it wasn't boring, so I'll give them that. I've left a link in the description if you want to try it. Thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye bye.